Hello, everybody. Hi, Jeff Rose. Hi, Sandy. Hi, Phil. Marita. Evie. Mike's. Um, Everybody say hi to Skippers.
Hello, all.
I hope everybody's having a good night tonight.
Make sure you stand out.
What was
Sorry.
that?
That was my computer. I forgot to shut sound off.
Oh. And if you
I
hear any
wasn't prepared.
odd background noises, it's the wind is really, really bad tonight. It's howling and shaking my windows and stuff.
Wow, that's bad.
Can you hear it?
Yeah,
Yeah, it's bad
that's
tonight.
crazy.
Yep, we have the wind. So let's see. We got Amy. Hi, John. And Pride S'mores Fish and things. Hi.
Let's see.
And Darlene. Hi. And Bob. Bob's going to be up here in a little bit. And happy birthday, Dragon Lair, if you're still listening. Hi, Mainly Bettas. Monster Fish Gal. George. Hi, happy birthday, George. With Aqua Balls, today's his birthday. Monster Fish Gal. And that's about as far as I can scroll up. So hello to everybody. And Phil, hi. Mike says supposed to be headed this way, was up to 70-mile-per-hour winds. Yeah, it's bad tonight. I will be somewhat surprised if the freeway is not closed. Hey, Ginger, how are you?
You've got snow up there too.
Yeah, there's still snow on the ground. LV and Voy, hello. Let me see if anybody else. There's Jess. Hi, Jess.
Hi, everybody. Happy New Year.
Oh, Happy New Year to you, too.
Yeah, I'm a little late. But
Catfish Terry, hello.
happy birthday, Aqua Balls.
So I'm going to do one giveaway tonight because I've been busy painting on some commission work.
Oh, nice. Can we get a sneak preview?
Not yet, no. Rocco's Fish, hi. But I did do this little guy here for a giveaway. It is a rice fish.
I always try to look closer, get closer to the camera.
Do that too.
Let's see. It's in colored pencil and it's a little rice fish.
Yeah, that's really
And
pretty.
we're going to give that away later on tonight.
Yeah, that's super colorful.
And then I've got this that I'm probably going to do an auction on if anybody's interested. It is the last one of these that I have. It is
man.
Dreaming, and it is number 12 of 50. And it's the last one I've got available in this one.
That's pretty good.
So that's what's up for tonight. Hi, Ian.
Crap. My camera keeps sliding down. Hold on, I gotta find something different to prop it up against.
And hi, Kiwi. And the reason I decided to do a small auction, if anybody's interested in that print, is because most of you know, if you've been around very long, I don't usually talk about it much, but I've got, I own this little trailer house and I've got to pay rent on the space, and they sold out to a company in Texas about a year ago. And they're trying to get most of the old trailers out of here. As soon as anybody moves out, they knock it down and tear it up because they've got this grand idea that they're going to put in all new trailer homes. So they're kind of snots. And this month, and if you don't have your rent paid by the 3rd, get an eviction notice every month. So that's always in the back of my mind, making me happy. But
I
yeah,
understand how they get away
In
with that.
Wyoming they can do that. But what was I gonna say? So this month they had me paying on this like a rent space website, and they decided to start their own website instead, I suppose, to save themselves some money. So I got the notice from them, to switch over to this new website to pay. Well, it wouldn't let me on, and it wouldn't let me on. It kept saying that I had an invalid email address, so I couldn't get signed up for it. So I called the manager on the first, and I told him I can't get on this website to pay my rent. So he said, "Well," he says, "I'll get he got my email," and he says, "I'll fix it." And we kept going back and forth for 2 days, and I still couldn't get on. So he finally said, "Well, just drop him off a check." So I dropped him off a check, but he's got to send the check to the company in Texas, and that has not gone through yet. So what they did on the 3rd, because they're real idiots, they shut my water off, and it's been off since the 3rd.
Jesus, Pam.
So I've been having to haul water every day, buy water every day. So people that are waiting for mail from me that have gotten art and the rest of the calendars of people that want them and stuff, that's why I haven't sent them yet, because I'm very low on money and I'm having to buy water every day. But that's why I want to sell something tonight so that I can get everything sent and keep buying.
Everybody get your wallets.
Huh?
Yeah. She's telling everybody to get their money out.
What the hell, Ginger? Ginger says that she got a new management company and they found out she has too many pets. So she got to comply or get evicted letter from their lawyer
Oh my
today.
God.
I know that when you get a big company, like this is a big company that specializes in flipping. Like they want to get nice trailers in here and then flip it. And they're just real assholes. But yeah, so I've been dealing with no water. So
Bob's
I've been
here.
Okay. Let me get Bob in here.
Yeah, that's crazy that they can get away with stuff like that. I don't get it.
It's Wyoming, and Wyoming has almost no protection for renters at all.
Yeah, Wyoming's rental laws are freaking crazy. I remember looking into them. It's just insane. There's almost no tenant rights.
Send out. It's just that I've got to. I had very little money, and I've been having to buy water every day. So, and I've been like every day, and I've been doing like one fish tank a day. Buying enough water to do one fish tank plus take a bath and well, not a bath because I'd take a ton of water, but like a shower where you heat up your water and you put a bucket in the bathtub and you have a cup and you pour water over your head. That's my showers right now.
Yeah.
But I have to get water every day to do it. So and my coffee and yeah. So that's what's going on with me. Where'd Bob go?
He hit a wrong button.
There he is. I didn't add him yet. I thought I added him. Hey, Bob.
Yeah, I was putting it in the gimbal thing that I hate and pushed the wrong button and trying to get some nuts open because my blood sugar's dropping like I don't know what. All right.
But eventually I know that I'm going to be like in trouble because eventually they're going to, get all of us out of here. But for now, I'm staying as long as I can because I saved up quite a bit of money to buy this place. And I'm going to lose it when I move out because they're just going to tear them down. So, plus, it's going to be expensive to find a place to rent.
Yeah.
But anyway, that's what's up right now. They're being assholes and they shut my water off. So,
wow,
that's what's going on.
I don't understand why they can't be like, we've got the money that's in the system. I don't see why
I know
that guy can't report it.
I don't know. I'm not saying nothing though because I'm not going to get in a fight with him and give him a reason to tell me to get out. So.
Yeah, then they'll just say you're
I'm
argumentative and try to get you.
What was the reason they shut it off? I missed
dealing with
that.
it. Huh?
What was the reason they shut it off?
Oh, because I couldn't get onto their new website to pay online, so the manager had to get a check from me and send it to them in Texas, and so they shut my water off, I guess, until they get it and it clears.
Well, inquiring minds want to know, how are you taking care of things then?
Buying water every day.
Okay. I mean, like hygiene and that kind of.
Same thing. Buying water, heating it up,
Stove baths.
fill in a bucket in the bathtub. Fill up a bucket in the bathtub with a cup to pour over myself. Yeah, you can deal with it. It's just I don't have a lot of money, so it's kind of the shits right now. But you know, it's the way it goes. This is life as I know it. Hi, I hate stupid people.
Hang on, I'm gonna try this actual little stand. This is driving me crazy.
I guess. So I didn't mean to complain. I was just explaining why I'm selling one print tonight. And then I'm giving away a rice fish is my giveaway for tonight. Because I've been busy on commission work and haven't gotten a whole lot of other stuff, art stuff done. But I'm working on it. I got to catch up on that's the other thing. I got to catch up on my Patreon stuff. And I need to get some prints ordered to give my Patreons. So everybody have patience with me because I'm doing the best I can right now, dealing with everything. But I'll get there. I will get there.
That just blows my mind.
You mean a live rice fish?
No, a drawing.
No, a drawing. A drawing of a rice fish.
Oh. Can you have a live one instead?
No, because I'm not going to try to send stuff this time of year. Besides, I'm way behind on my mailing because of the having to buy water. I've got to get stuff sent yet. Yes, it's my have a nice day cup.
Yep.
That's why you wanted me to come up today.
That's it.
Yeah.
And I want to hear Jess's story because she was telling me something about having to chase a bird around for about 3 hours today.
Yes, I did. I went on a bird hunt. So I actually I have something to celebrate that with. Give me 1 second. I forgot. You guys are gonna love it. I'll be right back. Sorry, the camera's shaky. Yeah.
Hi, Nola Jane.
There's Pam Yazzie.
Yazzie. There's my Yazzie.
He acts like he wants a cashew, but I bet he won't take it. Oh, he did. He did.
Hi, Hat Trick.
Hey, Hat Trick. How are you tonight?
Hey, Joey.
Yes, Jeffrey. She has some snow on the ground.
Yeah, not a
Some
lot because the
bird
wind.
dog.
The ground was covered, but this wind is kind of sucking the moisture out of the air, so it's kind of getting rid of some of it, but not all of it. Bird dogs flavored with black. Oh, that sounds good.
Oh, that's good stuff.
It's all right. I'm not much of a whiskey drinker, but for the story, today I really felt like a bit of a bird dog.
Yes, we want to hear the story of you running around like an idiot chasing a bird. I love you, Jess.
I'm not the best at
Oh, thank you.
drinking whiskey, but
Take a deep
it's
breath.
got that blackberry flavor, and it feels so burny going down. So, all right. I had a pretty heavy conversation with someone today with one of my friends. They needed me. That was good. As soon as that was done, I was like, okay, taking my dogs out. because they've been antsy. You know, every time I try to get on the phone, they're crazy. And take them outside, and they're barking. And Janeway, my youngest dog, is going one way. Marley and Achilles are going the other way to talk to the neighbor dog. They're talking shit. And all of a sudden, you hear this. Something flies by this side of my head. And my brain said, hey, that's an African gray Congo. That's not supposed to be outside. And I looked and I was like, holy, what's this bird doing? This is like the best bird talker in the world. It's a gray parrot with a black beak, white face, and a little red tail.
They say they're as intelligent as a 6-year-old.
Yeah, they're super,
I say
super
they're
smart.
more intelligent. Yeah.
Well, this one was definitely closer to the 6-year-old intelligence for sure. So I get all my dogs in the house. Janeway does not want to go in the house because she's like, I haven't even seen a bird like that before. And I want to get that bird because she feels like she is a bird dog. Get her in the house. I think it flew towards my neighbors. So I run to my next door neighbors. I was like, get your dogs in. I think there's an African gray parrot in your backyard. Go back there. No parrot. We're looking, and she's like, oh, that's the other neighbor's bird. And I'm like, okay, well, I'm going to go check with our other neighbor behind it. They weren't home, but they have a Ring doorbell. And so I rang it, and like I pulled my mask down. I waved, and I was like, hey, I'm trying to catch a parrot. I'm going to go in the backyard real quick. So I'm assuming I don't have a Ring doorbell, but I think you can hear what people say when the little light's glowing or something.
You can.
Okay. So I went back there, and it is a little crowded back there. There's bamboo, there's sticky thorny vines, there's this big ass bush, this other big bush, and I'm just like, well, that looks like a perfect place for snakes. There's an overturned bucket with a bunch of dirt and stuff on top of it, and I'm like checking because I thought there might be a possum in there. Looked like a real good possum spot. But there wasn't a possum, and I didn't see the bird, but I thought I heard it. So I went to the people next to them who were home. I'd never met them before, and because they live one street behind us. So I said, hey, our neighbor lost a bird. I just want to go check in your backyard and see if the bird's out there. It's a parrot. And she's like, oh, okay. So we go back there, and I'm like, yeah, I was over here looking. So I get up on their swing set, and I'm looking at the tree, and she's like, I think I see the bird. Because I told her what type of bird it is. I said, it's an African gray Congo, blah, blah, blah. And she's like, yeah, I think I saw it. And I was like, yeah, I think I heard it too. And so I said, I'm going to go back over there again. And that way, if I get bit by a snake, somebody will know. And if I flush it out, you can see where he goes. So go back there. She's like, you know what? I showed her a picture of the bird at that time. She's like, no, I saw a different bird. It was much, much smaller. And it flew away. I said, okay. So I'm just going around to people's houses that I don't know in that neighborhood, in that little section. And if they're not home, I just told their Ring doorbell what I was doing. And I'm like, hey, I'm going to go look around. And not if they had a fence, but if they didn't have a fence, I was checking it out. Did not find the bird. Okay. Went to this one guy's house. He's like, I've got a conference call. I was like, I just need to see if this parrot's back here. It's going to be cold tonight. And he's like, okay. He's like, I got 1 minute. Let's do this. So he lets me in the backyard. And he's like, okay, I got to go. I was like, okay, see you later. Didn't find the bird. So I'm walking down the street. I see some people getting into their car. I said, hey, guys, tell them about the bird. Show them the picture right away this time. And it was mom and dad and their daughter. We looked, and then my other neighbor comes up, and he's like, yeah, it's my bird. And I was like, yeah. I said, I've been crawling all around here looking for this bird. Wasn't in their backyard. We looked some more, wasn't there. So we went back to our part of the neighborhood. I let my dogs out, checked for the bird again. No bird. So he gets his drone charged up. He gets it charged up, and he's going out there, and I get the kids in the neighborhood in on it because they're riding their bikes around. I'm like, look, girls, this is what we're looking for. His name's Gray Bird. Fly, he could be flying anywhere this time. He's gray. It's like fallish, winterish colors here. He could be anywhere. So they're going around, look for the bird. They think they spot them a couple times. They don't. So I go back to the woods by this park by my house. And I'm playing the Grateful Dead because that's what they really like. They're deadheads, and that's the music they play for the birds. So I'm, we will get by in this little park all by myself, just like I'm jamming out or something. And then I pause it every few seconds and just like, so the family comes upon me, and I've also got a towel over my shoulder. So if I see the bird, I can throw the towel over it to catch it. So I felt like I might need to do a little explaining of myself because here Andy listening to the Grateful Dead pause. Look out. We all know what that looks like. I went to the woods, And so saw a couple families, gave them the spiel. Nobody saw the bird. Get back. By the time I got back, I'd spent about 3 hours looking for this bird. So I'm coming down the street, talk to my other neighbor. I'm like, yeah. And he's like, wait a minute, is that it? So we have a vent on the top of my house, okay? And we look up there, and it looks like an African gray turned around with his butt in the air. And I was like, are you serious? I've been out here looking for this bird for almost 3 hours, and it's up on the thing. I'm trying to watch my friends. I was like, all right, go get him. And so my neighbor goes to tell him, and then me and my other neighbor are looking up, and I'm like, wait a minute. No, that's not it. I said, false alarm. So he's, false alarm, yells down the street. It was a dove. It was just a really fat dove sitting up there. And the way it was sitting looked like an African gray's butt. Like, I don't know if you've seen a bird like bend down like they're eating something or like nibbling. You know what I'm talking about. They don't have the really long tails. They have a short tail. I was so pissed. And so turn around, come back, and I was checking with them a little bit later. They had another false alarm. It was another fat dove.
Are you seeing dogs on the roof?
Huh?
Are you seeing dogs?
Dove, like a mourning dove.
I thought you said a dog. Never mind.
No, I could see my dogs being on the roof.
Well, it is you, Jess. So.
But I tried, and I talked to a lot of people. And so, and I didn't tell you guys, the best part was later in the evening, I had to let my dogs out again. And all over the neighborhood, you could hear children saying, "Gray bird! Gray bird, come home!" Like just from every direction. And that was pretty awesome. So, I got the kid network going. And at one point, the kids told me, they were like, yeah, we told these people in the park about the bird we're looking for. I said, no, do not tell strangers about the bird. I said, don't talk to strangers. Don't tell them about the bird. I said, you can only tell other kids about the bird. I said, we don't want them knowing about it. So they were like, okay. And so all the kids at one time, they were playing on this trampoline. Gray bird, yelling. But yeah, we didn't find it, and I was really pissed off. Oh, I was so mad.
Isn't it awful cold there?
Yeah, it's gonna be in the 30s tonight. So like I keep going out and checking, but it's been dark for hours.
Okay, though. I mean,
I hope so.
Cold, but I lost a cockatiel one time in eastern Washington, and it gets really cold in the winter there. And it flew out the door when one of the kids came in. And of course, we couldn't catch it. And the next summer, we saw it in the neighbor's field.
Oh, wow. Did you re-catch it?
No, we couldn't catch it. It was pretty wild by then, but it through the winter.
Yeah, well, I hope that Graybird makes it tonight. So I've got a little towel out on a chair, and it's a gray towel on a white chair. And I'll leave there's enough light now, and I'll turn the kitchen light on before I leave so we'll be able to see it. But his cage is outside. But
what's Yazzie doing?
Yazzie's standing under me praying that I drop something. and I probably have. I got some cheese and some more nuts and some jerky so that I could eat.
Jeffro says, Bob, what color yellow is the yellow on your ceilings in the room?
The
Yellow
yellow,
house.
the yellow on my what?
On your ceiling? I think it's just the light.
It is. It's white. Unless he means the living room. And that's actually a color called grass green, but it looks yellow at night with the lights on. Yeah, I see Pam's looking for you.
So,
See, like,
oh, look at that little kitty.
guess who sent that to me?
Who, Satan?
Yep.
Oh, your uncle.
Somebody named Jess from Granny sent that to me.
I didn't know there was two of us, but you know, what can I say? More the merrier.
I wonder, what about putting I started to say a stuffed African gray parrot toy, but what about playing the sounds they make out there and see if it'll.
I was doing
did
that too, Bob. I was doing that when I was in my backyard, and I did that and the Grateful Dead in the woods and stuff. And I didn't get a response. And believe me, I was listening, and I heard something that I thought might have been it, but it was a starling.
Hey, Daniken.
But I'm definitely going to be looking for him tomorrow. I've got the day, you know, I can drive around and see if I can find him. So,
Well, I think that bird survived. That's crazy.
yeah, well, the good thing is about the area, it doesn't usually get this cold, so there's usually stuff on trees and like places he could cuddle up to. And you know, I left a towel out. They left his cage out in the backyard. So,
Yeah,
and they've got a shed.
When I lived in LA, there was like a whole bunch of and I'm not talking a few, I'm talking like a lot of parakeets, wild parakeets.
No.
Yep, because they get out and there's enough of them there.
Yeah, they were breeding and everything. I mean, they were living down there.
No, it's warm there, so it never
Yeah.
gets real cold. Just like
Yeah.
Florida with their iguana issue.
Yep. Quaker parrots do really well in the wild too. They're illegal because they like to nest on power lines and they're group nesters. And
Yeah.
yeah, so there was this guy and his two kids, and he brought his kid's friend with him too. And they wanted to go get some baby Quaker parrots. And this is one of the reasons why Quaker parrots are illegal, is because in certain states, is because of this asshole. So they've got their nest on the power line, as they do, like on this generator thing. And this guy's like, yeah, I'm gonna go get me some Quaker parrots. I'm gonna sell them for profit. I'm gonna take the babies and blah, blah, blah. First of all, their nests are huge. Like I can't even show you guys huge balls of sticks and stuff like that. So if you think you're just gonna like reach your hand in like you're getting a chicken egg and get a baby Quaker, you are sadly mistaken. What he did get was electrocuted.
Oh,
Yeah, that's what he got. So, and people were so dumb about it. They were like, we gotta make these birds illegal because they get out. Somehow they're super hardy. And this is in like Pennsylvania. And they got through Pennsylvania winter.
Yeah, I'm from PA. They get bad.
Yeah. And they're the second best talkers after African gray. Oh yeah, I used to have one. I miss him, but Dave says no birds, so I got to give him that.
The more I hear about him, the more I want to help you find a way to get around that.
Oh man, I miss my Quakers, Bob, and
Yeah.
one day I will be getting around it. I got plans. Trust me. Once we get up to Michigan, I'm gonna have a little space. I'm gonna have a little spot.
Oh, those kind of plans. Okay.
Oh no. Oh wait, what did you say? I missed what you said.
We were thinking two different things.
Oh, okay. But he's all for me having mules and goats and chickens and ducks and everything like that. He's just not a parrot kind of guy. He knew somebody with a parrot when he was young. It didn't go well.
Oh.
But Quakers are so small.
I had an aunt that was terrified of chickens.
Chickens can be mean.
They can be.
I had a girlfriend one time that was scared of birds too. So, and we always had chickens and ducks and turkeys and guinea hens and all kinds of stuff. And she was terrified of them.
The first time when I learned how to catch chickens when I was little, because we could have chickens in the city of where we were, either that or my dad and his neighbor friend just decided that they could have chickens in the neighborhood. And so they both got like a dozen hens. And then my dad got this little tiny rooster. It was like a foot tall or something like that. And it was so mean to the hens that he went and got a big rooster, like a big Bantam rooster. And that thing was about as tall as I was. And the day came shortly after getting the chickens where, I got eased into getting the eggs and stuff like that. Now, this isn't just a regular suburb neighborhood, but behind our neighborhood, it wasn't developed. It was all swamps and stuff. So, I could see the chickens. Anyway, so I got to learn how to catch chickens by catching a rooster. And you got to run up and you got to grab them with their 1 foot, and you got to sweep them upside down real quick. You got to do it from behind and stuff so like they can't get you with their spurs. And I asked my dad, why do I got to learn how to catch chickens on the rooster? Like, that guy. Yeah, but I didn't say that. He's like, because after that, chickens are easy. And that was somewhat true. Because they were shorter than I was.
If you still have your eyes from the spurs, the chickens will be easier.
Huh?
If you still have your eyes from the spurs,
Yeah.
chickens will be a lot
Oh
easier.
no, I was good. I was good at it, man. I didn't get messed up at all. It probably helped that I was real nice to the chickens and fed them and stuff. So. And, I was like 5, sometimes I'll chase them a little bit, but they're like, yeah, that's just, she's cool. Like, I've just got that way with the animals. Like, I could mess with them a little bit, and they love me a lot.
We had chickens. We always got the boxes of chicks that were mixed because they were cheaper at the feed store.
Yeah.
They were both. There was both boys and girls, and they're just mixed up. And then I'd raise them, and then would slowly butcher off the males.
Yeah.
Keep the females for layers. But there was this one rooster that was really nasty. Every time I went down to get the eggs, he would attack me. And my ex-husband thought it was hilarious that this chicken was attacking me every time.
Is that the husband you ran over?
No, what happened is he went down there with Tucker, and Tucker was 2 or 3 years old at the time, and that rooster attacked Tucker, and we had that rooster for dinner that night.
Chicken and dumplings.
Mm-hmm.
I would have ate it too. The first time I pecked it, it pecked me too hard. I probably got it. I really don't like when my farm animals.
Yeah, well, this damn rooster would land in the middle of my back and start pecking at my head. And I'd go down there for the eggs.
That's disrespect.
Yes. I was laughing though because a friend came over one night one day, and we had ducks, and I had just left. Hi, Benoski. I'd left their eggs alone, and inside the shed, she had her babies had hatched, and there was about 6 or 7 baby ducks.
Oh.
So my girlfriend wanted to see them. So I said, okay. So we go into the shed, and they're like in the corner in a nest, little tiny little things. And she goes over. I didn't do it. Honest to God, I didn't do it. She did it herself.
You didn't warn her.
She goes over and she's like wanting to pick one up. So she's got her arms out, and she's like rounding them, pushing them into the corner so she could get one. And I'm just leaning against the wall. And she got him cornered and was reaching for one, and Mama Duck landed right in the middle of her back. And I just like stood there and laughed my ass off. Because
That's why.
I saw that one coming.
Yeah, you did. That's mean. That's mean what you did.
I got
That's why they
Do
made
ducks have spurs?
No.
no.
No, but their claws are pretty good though.
Yeah, they do have claws on their feet.
Yeah,
Right.
and because it's webbed, they're real good at hooking. Like,
Whenever I was younger, I got chased by a chicken because I went to go grab the peeps. Don't do that. They get really, really mad.
yeah.
Either.
That's why I say I'm not gonna have guard dogs. I'm gonna have guard geese.
Geese
Oh, yeah.
can be mean, yeah. Oh yeah, and they're big, and they can be.
Uh-huh.
They
can
must
guard
hurt
pretty
because
good.
people run.
Guinea hens will guard property pretty well too.
Mhm.
Yeah, and they eat
In,
ticks.
in Eastern Washington, I raised a bunch of guinea hens, and we always had them because they are hell on rattlesnakes. And we had a lot of the
Yeah.
farmer that we rented the house from had stacked up bales of hay and stuff, which is really good for snakes.
Yeah.
And I had a bunch of little kids, and I didn't want any of them getting bit, so I raised a bunch of guinea hens. But they are also, if someone pulls in the driveway, they let you know. They can be really noisy.
Yeah.
What do they say? Sally's here.
But they're kind of almost wild looking. And I had, during bird hunting season, I watched a guy pull in the driveway and shoot one of my guinea hens.
What?
Ooh, I'd have lost it.
And he put it in the back of his truck and left. And I'm like, hi, Fishymon. I'm sure he thought it was some kind of a wild bird.
Like a pheasant or a quail. They look a lot like quails.
Or a checker. They
Yeah.
kind of are similar looking to a checker.
I don't even know what a chucker is.
Me neither.
You don't know what a checker is. They're like a big gray bird.
That narrows it down.
Yeah.
I was chasing after big gray birds today.
Thank you. So, like I said earlier, for people that weren't here, I've got one giveaway tonight, which is a rice fish.
It's very colorful. You
Yeah, it's
just
got a
can't
lot of
see it
color.
because Pam doesn't hold it up to the camera right. But it's actually very pretty.
Hang
You're
on.
holding it. You're holding it like that. Like, look.
Okay, there is a rice fish.
Oh,
There
okay.
you go. There you go. That's a rice fish right there.
And that's going to be a giveaway tonight. And then I've got the last print I've got of this one, which is called Daydreaming,
Oh, yeah.
that I'm going to auction.
Wasn't that in last year's calendar?
Yeah, it was on the calendar last year.
Guys,
19, I mean, yeah.
guys, did you know that it's my birthday month?
Is it your birthday month? What day's your birthday?
The 21st, because I'm an Aquarius. I might have to buy me a bear.
Happy
try my
early
best.
birthday.
I don't know. I'm up against some good people. I'd be just as happy to see them get it.
You said it's the 27th?
Hmm.
Did you say 27?
No, the 21st.
Oh, 21st. Oh, we might have to have you on next week because it's the day before your birthday.
Bob, Jeffrey's asked if you lived in the city.
And what?
Jeffrey's asked Bob if he lives in the city.
No, I live in a little town called Cleveland, Tennessee. I'm in a subdivision, but I've got about 2 acres, so there's a lot of woods around. And
Oh, it's so pretty out there, Bob. I love your property.
Oh, thank you, Phoebe.
I remember one time you did a video picking up the mail and you said something, you got in the car to drive to the mailbox because you said that people on YouTube were liking watching people getting in the car at the time. And you drove up to the mailbox, got your mail, and then drove back to the house. But you
Oh
could
my
see
God.
like all the trees in the driveway and stuff. It's real pretty out there.
Sounds like something I would do.
Yeah, it is. It is. It was hilarious. I was laughing so hard. I had to go back and watch it again.
Well, I have done videos of the deer and the wild turkeys and stuff around. So
That's got nothing on you driving to the mailbox.
I'll
That's
have to
good
look
stuff.
for that one. Wonder what I titled that one. Trip to the mailbox.
Oh God, I don't remember. I know it was at least a year ago, if not longer. But I don't remember how long ago it was, but I remember my reaction to it, and I just started laughing so hard. I had to stop and like finish laughing and go back, and it's a good one. If you guys can find that video and let us know which one it is,
When we
message
get
it
to
to me because I cannot see chat right now.
and when we get to adults only time, when we're past the PG time, I'll tell you guys a little short story of what happened to me today,
Uh-oh.
Oh,
and further embarrass myself.
This ought to be good.
Yeah. We're getting a giveaway, an auction, and an embarrassing story. That's
nice.
a good point.
So should I do the auction?
Yeah, let's go ahead and do it.
Okay, so the auction is going to be for daydreaming. And it's number 12 of 50. It's the last one that I have available.
Will you sign it?
Thank you, Mike. Yes, it is signed.
Oh,
It's
okay.
signed.
Will you sign it 2 times?
Huh?
Will you sign it 2 times?
It's signed and numbered.
I'm just
Keep
kidding. I'm
laughing
funny.
at you.
You know what I say, guys? If I'm not messing with Pam, I'm not living.
Will you put kiss, kiss, kiss only for you, Bobby Boo?
And thank you, Mike, for products. Thank you very much. So, should we auction that one off or yeah?
Let's do it. Are most of the main characters here today? Like,
Yeah,
has
they're
everybody
coming.
had a chance to get in the stream, y'all think? I can't see who's in chat or anything.
Have we got anybody to, I brought the chat up, so now's the time to make faces at me. Do we have a auctioneer?
We don't have an auctioneer. We'll just have to kind of do it ourselves.
All right.
Oh, God.
I'll keep track of it.
Thank God, Skipper.
Let me see if I can.
I think you kept track of it last time, too.
Mhm.
Yes, I did.
Last time I was up here, yeah.
He helped me
I
with
try my best.
I got a drum beat. Drum roll. What's it called again?
Daydreaming.
Okay. Tell me when you open the bidding.
Anytime.
Oh, 65.
Okay, I'll type that in.
This is a really big one.
Yes, Nola Jane, go ahead. Starting bid is at 6. Well, she's at 66. Not Nola Jane.
70.
Which is Nola Jane. Actually.
No, it's not.
Are you typing, Pam?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, because they won't hear me for like 30 seconds.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I typed it in.
Well, I know, but like I can say it now and they'll hear
Yeah.
it in 30 seconds. Because they give you that stopgap time.
Where's Zen Ginger and who else? Ginger and
Everybody probably fell asleep already listening to me talk about chickens.
could be.
And country people.
Yeah,
Damn
we're bidding.
city slickers.
Good night, Arta Handmade Dolls and stuff. Have a good night. Thanks for stopping by.
I look like I got a superhero mask on, but it's just.
Oh, Phoebe just bid $100.
Yeah. Phoebe just bet $100. Highest bid goes to Phoebe.
125.
Well, you
Yes.
said 100. What'd you say again, Jess?
125.
This is Awaken band from PayPal.
Oh, Phoebe says 150.
160.
See, I haven't seen the 150 yet. Oh, Ginger. Yeah, you don't need another thing to move either, that's for sure.
Yeah, Ginger's got some.
I
shit
know. I
going
feel so
on.
bad for her. I hope she can find another house.
We're rooting for you, Ginger.
Hi, Xana Doo.
So the high bid's
Phoebe
160.
says 100.
Phoebe bid
says
180.
180.
All right.
185.
That'll be nice, Lori.
Yep, we both do have crap going on with the stupid rental companies. Oh my God, Phoebe says 200.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
Will this be, if you get it, Phoebe, will this be your first Pam piece of art?
Yeah, let me know what she says, Bob.
He says you're killing me, Jess.
Birthday mom.
We're bidding on this limited edition print, number 12 of 50, last one available, and it's called Daydreaming.
And the highest bid is at 200.
I'm out.
Well, it's a great piece to be your first one.
It is her first piece. That's
Yeah.
that's what I thought. Yeah, I'm not gonna outbid her at 200 for her first piece of Pam art.
Nah.
Ah,
Oh my God, Marley just farted.
Oh no. Well, I'm going to say 200, not 299.
oh,
I'm
290.
going to say it's probably sold to Phoebe for $200. Hi, Priscilla. So my PayPal is at my email address, which I shall type into the chat, and you will want to copy and paste because if my name's spelled wrong, it won't go through.
Yeah, I
And
would
be
have
sure
kept
to
going,
put
but
your, oh, and thank you so much, Phoebe, and congratulations. And be sure to put your mailing address when you do the PayPal. Put in your mailing address so that I can get it in the mail.
That'll definitely help you out there.
Yes, I
Pam.
can. But I can. Like, I probably got like $80 worth of stuff to send right now, so that will help me tremendously.
Oh, Priscilla's in here now.
Priscilla, hey Sharpies. So, okay, so we got that done. So we'll do a giveaway. We'll give away the little drawing of the rice fish in like 15 minutes or so. And thank you guys. Oh, you're going to be happy when you see it in person. They're a lot better in person. I don't have that good of a camera webcam thing.
Sharpies. I thought
I'm back.
somebody said,
Bottom dwellers, hello.
there he is.
I'm sorry the camera is shaky and at an angle, but it's the best I can do. Pam, check your well, you know what, never mind. Check your PayPal though.
Check my PayPal.
The special message.
Special message from Jeff.
Yossi, you want to come and see Pam? Come on.
Yazzie. I love Yazzie.
Come on. I've been feeding him cheese and nuts, so he was.
I'll tell you guys what it says. I'm not going to tell you how much it is, but I did send Pam a little PayPal, and I said, a gift for you, celebrating me.
Oh, thank you, Jess.
Birthday, Mom!
For you celebrating me.
Yeah, celebrate me. Marley, thank you. Thank you, Damon.
All right. There's Pam.
I hope that helps out, man.
It right now, definitely.
Yeah, it sucks being
there's
in
Marley.
this spot.
He's checking to see if I lied about the plate being empty. He always looks. It's empty, Ozzy.
I thought he was just happy to see me, but it was the food.
Part of it. Now he'll focus on you. Here's Pam. Had a nice, had your supper, and then you had an after supper snack.
He did perk up when he heard Pam's voice.
Oh, he can be asleep, and I can be on an hour, and then Pam come on and start talking, and he wakes right up and starts barking.
Yep.
I've been checking a couple times a week at the animal shelter online to see what they have, but nothing that I can get yet. They had a chicken. They did. They had a chicken.
One chicken?
One chicken, yep.
That's crazy.
And they had about 4 cats, and they had 3 dogs. But nothing that really interested me too much in the dogs. They were like all older dogs, and I want to get like a year and a half or so old, but not like a. I might end up getting like a gray muzzle dog, but I just hate the thought of losing one very soon. It would kind of like be too much, you know what I mean?
Well, why don't you get one that's a senior, but that's gonna live a long time? Like get like a
Smaller dog.
little dog.
Yeah, these were all like bigger dogs with gray muzzles, and I'm like, I love dogs, and I wouldn't mind giving one a home, but if it didn't live very long, it would just kill me.
Yeah, David's and my grandma, because I can't. Each call her grandma first name, but now I cannot do that. I just have to call her grandma. Technically, she's my grandma-in-law, but she has a younger dog, and she's always taken in like her son's dogs. Like he has this habit of getting a dog, and then somehow his mom always ends up with it, even though he's an adult. And but that's okay. But so like I'm fully prepared if it gets, she ends up getting too much for her because she's over 100 pounds and she's supposed to be like 60.
Oh, wow.
To be like, bring her to me, Grandma. Because me and Grandma we're like peas and carrots. So.
What would be your perfect dog, Pam?
Something without a ton of energy because I'm getting older myself. And probably, other than that, I don't know.
You need that dog from Funny Farm, man.
And something's fairly smart.
Yeah, you need that lab that never moves. Just sit there.
I have 3 labs and only one of them's lazy. The other 2 are wound tight.
No, man. Have you ever seen Funny Farm? That dog was guaranteed not to move because he'd already had like a dog run away.
Yeah, he had a red setter, Irish setter that in the background out the window you could see running back and forth.
But he actually had to go, and like the dog was laying on a rug by the fire. He had to use a little fire poker to take the dog's tail out of the fire because it was just like red like a coal. That's in the 80s, back when you could do stuff like that and people knew better than to try it at home.
Yeah, right now at the shelter they have a female adult boxer mixed breed, and they have a female adult American pit bull, which they wouldn't let me have in here in the court.
No, I don't think they'd let you have the boxer either.
Yeah, they might not. I don't know. And then Pearl, who is a female adult hound, and she's like totally gray muzzled. Like totally gray. She's definitely a senior dog. And my worry with her would be if she barked.
Yeah.
Watch loud bark.
And then they have a female adult Great Pyrenees, which they probably also wouldn't care for because I'm not supposed to have a dog above 40 pounds.
Right. Yeah, I was going to say that's like 6 times over your weight limit.
Yeah. And they don't want to do that again because they changed the rules, after I'd lived here like 3 years and the new people bought the court. They said no German Shepherds was on their list of dogs. You couldn't have no dogs over 40 pounds. So the last year of Buddy's life, I would take him out only at night. And I don't want to do that again. I just have a smaller dog.
You know what's messed up is that there's all these breed restrictions and stuff like that. And in some cases, breed restrictions can run true, especially when the dogs are very inbred. That's usually when you have problems. But people don't realize 20 years ago, the problems that we're having with inbred pit bulls now, because people are buying brother and sister from a litter and just breeding. And then they're doing too much line breeding. And it's causing them to get brain tumors. The same thing happened with labs 20 years ago. It was a huge problem. A bunch of labs get 4 years old, freaking snap. And what really pisses me off is in California, where they like to do a lot of breed bans on pit bulls. There's this one year they did a study on dogs that actually, like, they did bites, and the number 1 biter was a dachshund, which does not surprise me at all. They're supposed to be little weasel killer, rabbit killers. That they do.
Yeah, well, the German Shepherd thing's kind of ridiculous for them to be on the list, and they're always on the list.
But guess who beat out pit bulls?
German Shepherds are generally really nice, smart dogs.
Guess what was the breed that was the largest reported bite? You're never gonna guess.
Chows or Chihuahuas?
Nope.
I was just waving at you guys.
Golden retrievers.
Wow, that's surprising.
Yeah.
No, it's not. Golden retrievers, yes, they do have a soft mouth, but the reason why everyone thinks that they're so good with children is because they also have an extremely high pain tolerance. Kids don't understand, especially at a certain age. And this is why I never trust kids and dogs, no matter how much I love the dog, no matter how much I love the kid. I don't trust kids and dogs. And it's not because I think this kid's a bad kid. It's because until they're a certain age, they don't physically understand that what they do is hurting a dog, because dogs are so tolerant until they're not.
Yeah. We used to have a
and the kid can't read the dog's body language like that most of the time.
Yeah. You have to keep an eye on them. Hi, Steven. I used to have a Chesapeake Bay Retriever, and he was one of the old style with a huge head. I mean, like, and great big hanging jowls. I mean,
those are coming back in style here. That we call them English heads.
He was like old kind, and he was huge. Yeah. That dog was big.
Mm-hmm.
And Tucker was a baby and just starting to crawl. And we were sitting watching TV, and I looked up, and I just about panicked because Chester, the Chesapeake, was chewing on a bone, and Tucker had crawled over and stuck his hand in the dog's mouth while the dog was chewing on a bone. And that dog just froze. I mean, just like no big deal. He just froze with his mouth half open. And Tucker was in there, and then as soon as Tucker pulled his hand out, then he kept chewing.
Yeah, that's a good dog. My sister has a golden retriever, and she her cat had kittens. This is over at her dad's house, and one of the kittens got too close to his food bowl, and it didn't work out so well. So the point is, any breed can be that breed.
Yeah.
It just frustrates me to no end. So then you have breed restrictions, but at the same time, I can understand it to a point, because you've got the bad ones that are, and it's bad humans, really. The bad humans are doing the breeding that's irresponsible.
Yeah. Well, what happened with German Shepherds was in the early 60s.
Mm-hmm.
There was a German Shepherd.
They had to change the name to Alsatians. That's why.
No, it wasn't. No, there was
They did change it to Alsatians.
Well, there was a German Shepherd. I can't remember his name right now. I had it a second ago and it left my mind. But he won all the dog shows that he was entered in. I mean, he got best in show in every dog show. He was absolutely gorgeous with the perfect saddle, like, Rin Tin Tin saddle and everything. And everybody bred their dogs to him because he was a perfect looking German Shepherd. And so everybody bred to him. Well, then, like, second generation out, they started showing up with hip dysplasia. And it was too late. I mean, you can't even find a German Shepherd without that dog somewhere in the background.
Well, that's why, you've got to go with German.
Yeah, that's what ended up happening to Buddy, was the hip dysplasia, and it's in the breed. You get a purebred German Shepherd, and it's in the breed.
That's why I want to get a Shiloh Shepherd, because they're bred with straight back German Shepherds. They're specifically not bred with slant backs.
What happened, Jess? You said everybody was getting pit bulls from the same litter and getting a brother and sister, and it caused problems. We've had brother and sister marriages in the South for generations, and it's caused no problems.
Right, but when you cross a brother and a sister, and then you cross that brother back to the mother.
Oh, she didn't get that.
Oh no! Oh, I do get that. We would have said something like cousins. That's why I didn't get that right away. Like,
that caused no problem.
I am a little bit north of you, Bob. So I thought cousins for that.
Oh, that's good.
Skipper's from North Carolina. Look at there. It ain't
Yeah, I was born there.
Yep.
See, what part of Carolina are you from?
I'm an Army brat, though.
See there?
What part of Carolina are you from, Skipper?
Well, I was born down there in Fayetteville. I live in Pennsylvania now.
Okay, yeah, I remember you saying you lived in Pennsylvania now. Yeah. I'm right on the line, Virginia and Carolina. Carolina is maybe, I don't know, maybe 15 minutes, depending on how fast I drive. Like and we always say we're going up. I'm going up the Southland, like, which is in Carolina. I'm going up to Raleigh next weekend. I'm not actually traveling north. I'm actually traveling south, but
Yeah.
I'm saying I'm going up, but really I'm traveling south. But then if I said I was going to Pennsylvania, I'd be like, yeah, I'm going down to Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
But
Oh, seriously, Jess, we had a little Chihuahua come in, and she had 2 adult puppies, 1 male, 1 female. And when they opened
They
her
were
up
so cute.
to spay her, she had 6 puppies. They thought
I
8 of her,
remember,
and they closed her back up, of course. But she had the 6 fine, and but 2 of them passed at about 10 days or so old, and the vet said it was from inbreeding. That the son was the father, he was the daddy brother. But
Yeah.
who knows what other inbreeding the little old man had them and had passed away.
well, where
The other
I'm
4 did
from,
fine.
some of our shelters will just be full of pit bulls, and they're
Hey, Janice.
Yeah, our shelters are full of them here too.
I mean,
People
where I
go to
live,
adopt a dog and
there are good areas and there are bad areas, and a lot of those dogs in the shelter can come from bad areas and stuff like that. It's not the dog, it's what's been bred into it, and I'll tell you what, I really would like to see, like, if you're not breeding, you don't have a license. If you don't show, you don't breed. That's my thing. If you're not showing your dog's not up to standard, you do not need to be breeding your dog.
I bred my labs, and I went and got all the checks done on them.
You got health checks and stuff like that.
I
That's responsible breeding.
I went and got her hips checked. I got her hips checked, and I think we did her eyes too. Because I ran into, whenever I got my first lab, Hershey, the female, I honestly think it was a puppy mill. And we have that problem in Pennsylvania with the Amish and Mennonite, unfortunately.
Yeah, they get away with so much shit up there. I've heard about those.
Yeah, and then whenever I got Rocky was our bull mastiff Rottweiler mix that we had to pass. When I got Ruger, the male, he that Mennonite was totally cool. He let me see where he was breeding at and where the mom was staying with the pups and everything, and I got to see the mother. Hell, I played with the mother. So
it all comes down to the people.
Mhm.
It comes down to the humans that are controlling it.
I'm gonna tell you right now, if I knew now, then I'd have came home with 3 pups for the price of 1.
Because you can always contact them again.
I don't even remember who it was. Honestly, it was 3 years ago.
I remember
Can't you just like check your text messages or your emails? Well, I guess they don't use that so much because they're Mennonites. Okay, valid excuse.
Yeah.
Okay.
years ago when I got my Chesapeake, we had a Springer Spaniel. We wanted to get another dog, and these Chesapeake puppies showed up in the paper. This was many years ago, and they were $200.
And they're so cute with their little fur, and it's all curly.
We couldn't afford $200, but we were watching the paper, and like a week later, they were in the paper for $150, and then when they got all the way down to $50, I was like, "That's it, I'm gonna go get a puppy." So we went out to get them, and it was like they had 9 Chesapeake Bay Retriever puppies. And they said they kept lowering the price because they couldn't afford to feed them. They were purebred, and we got papers with them, but they said we can't afford to feed these puppies. And he was, they had actually nicknamed him Moose because he was like 3 times the size of the other ones.
Nice.
That's the one that I wanted him. So I remember I used to walk every day, and I'd take him out for a walk. And one day I took him out for a walk, and he had to go potty. So I'm like holding the leash, and he like stepped off the side of the road, and I'm holding the leash and looking around, and I thought, gosh, it's taken him a long time. And I looked down, and he was like curled up sleeping.
I thought you were going to say somebody stole him.
No, he was curled up sleeping.
Thank God. Thank God. I could just see Pam being impatient about the dog going to the bathroom when her dog gets stolen.
No, he was sleeping. He was a good dog. We had him for a lot of years. And he was a really good bird dog, too. I trained him. I never been hunting myself, but I always trained the dogs.
I don't want to brag, but things that come out of Chesapeake tend to be super. So.
Well, yeah, he was a good dog, but like I say, he was like I've never seen most people that have Chesapeakes. They look kind of like a lab, but he was the old style. He was huge, and his head was huge, and he
with the curls,
drooping.
Oh yeah, the soft mouth,
curls, and big drooping mouth,
yeah,
jowls, and yeah, he was a big dog.
Bob, Priscilla's mad at you.
Me?
What about tonight?
You sent her $25. What's that for?
Did what now?
Oh, I bet I know what it's for.
Yeah. Priscilla said you sent me $25. What's that for?
It's not for anything. It was a mistake. Send it back. I told you last week I owed you 55 and 25, and you said no, I didn't owe you 55, and you explained that to me, but you didn't mention the 25, so I sent it. I think it's for some of the art I've got.
You know what? I know how to settle it. Just send it to me.
Oh, she says, "Oh, never mind. It was for a gift card."
No,
I'll be right back. I gotta take a little break. I gotta deal with my pets.
Okay. When you get back, I'll do the giveaway on the little drawing of the rice fish.
Nice.
That sounds
You know
like
what?
a gift card.
Because it's my birthday month and I'm feeling generous, if you want to go ahead and do the giveaway without me, you can.
No, I'll wait for you.
Well, I'm going to go smoke a cigarette too, and I don't want to minimize the screen because last time I did that, it messed. You know what? I'm going to exit out of the chat because I got to charge my phone a little bit. Okay, yeah, but feel free to do your giveaway. Let the people have what they want. I have plenty of PM art, and all right, I'll get more. All right, love you guys. See you back soon. Bye.
Okay.
Jess is so generous when she's tipsy, isn't she?
The bird dog's getting to her.
I was about to tell her don't stand out there and smoke half a pack like last time in the rain and all that, but I didn't get a chance.
Yeah, I'm going to have to get off here shortly.
Okay, well, I'm going to go ahead and do the giveaway then.
You got to be at the compound tomorrow.
4 a.m. comes quick on the East Coast.
Oh, yeah. So we got a little colored pencil drawing of a rice fish. Let me see if I can get it showing a little bit. And that's going to be the giveaway tonight. A little ACEO card. So the rules of the giveaway are 1 guess a person, And we're going to do 1 to 50. One guess per person. It can get sent anywhere in the world. And the person that comes closest to the number, the person that comes closest to the number without going over gets the winner. And I'm going to pull up the screen for a random number for a second and show you guys how I'm going to do it. Oh, hang on. I just exited out of my my live stream because I'm an idiot. Okay, so I'm going to show you guys how I'm going to do it.
There's Zen Ginger. You missed an awesome drawing, Zen Ginger.
So this is the screen, and after everybody draws, I'll just hit generate like that. So I have no control over the number. That isn't the number. That was just showing you guys. So when everybody gets a number in, I'll pull that back up again. And we will see who is the winner. I know, don't touch buttons, huh? So I'm going to type start. And like I said, one guess a piece. And Jeffro and S, put in your numbers again. And it's number 1 to 50.
I'll tell you my number after you draw.
No, before I draw. What number you want? 32?
33.
33, okay.
What should be 32 now?
There's other people that put in 33.
Oh, yeah. I'll have to do this twice or three.
Yep. If we have a tie, we do a tiebreaker between the people who tied.
If Yazzie ever has a baby, a son, I'll let you have him.
Yazzie. Yazzie.
For some reason tonight he's sitting up on me more instead of laying down. He's cuddly. Cuddly.
Because he's full of cheese.
He is that. I've been telling him for 3 days that we were going to go somewhere, and he's not been happy that I couldn't. I couldn't take him to the grocery store. So.
Okay, we got in a bunch of numbers, and my mods will have to help me look back through the numbers to make sure I didn't miss one after I hit the start. So I'm going to go ahead and type stop. Oh, Jess got her. Jess, you got it. It's 1 to 50. Put in another number.
She's probably messing with you.
Okay, she got a number in. Okay, so I'm going to type stop. And then I'm going to go back to share screen, and we'll hit the random number generator thing. Okay, good luck, everybody. And here we go. Number 20.
I started.
So let's go back and see who got closest to number 20 without going over. So I got to scroll back up. So we got number 14, a couple 14s.
We have an 18. It's not Nola Jane. She's the closest.
Is she the closest? Okay, not Nola Jane. Yep, I see you're 18. And that's it. Yep, not Nola Jane won. And I have your address, so you don't have to send it to me.
She's won before at least once.
And congratulations. Oh, there'll be some more next week. We'll be doing giveaways next week. So congratulations.
All right, I'm gonna get off here, go to bed, get up early.
Well, have a good day at work tomorrow.
Yeah, I'll try.
And don't work too hard.
I try not to.
Stay safe.
Yep.
I do that. All right, I'll talk to y'all later. Y'all have a good night. Bye.
Bye. Thanks for coming on.
You're welcome.
Okay, while nobody's listening, Pam, you want to hear what happened today?
Yes.
Well, I've been wanting to get one of those standing desks that you stand at, or you
Yeah.
can let it down. But I decided I didn't want one I could let down because I already have a regular desk. But I was killing a little time while I was drying dog towels and went across the street to Staples, and sure enough, they had a standing desk and they had a chair on sale that would raise way up high like that. And the prices were right on them. They wouldn't let me have the table that was a display, the desk that was a display, and they didn't have any in stock, but she said they should get some tomorrow on their truck. So I was also looking at a computer screen because mine's been dead, and that's why I hadn't been able to do some things on the computer. So I figured I'd get a bigger one if I'm going to have to get one. So I looked at all that stuff, but I went over to try the chair and actually sit in it after, I was through with my questions and stuff. And she went with me. And when I got up on the chair, it has like a bar stool. It has a metal circle around the bottom of it, that you can put your foot on and step on and get up there. Well, when I did that, I had a little bit of trouble getting up on it, but I didn't think anything about it. I thought, because I put it up as high as it would go. And I wanted to make sure it would hold me and all that, because I thought now's the time to break it in the store. So in just a minute, she kind of choked, and then she turned away and started laughing. And I said, "What's funny?" I had stepped on the back of my my pants. I like to wear them long. And pulled them down, and my ass was hanging out on the chair. Oh my God. Oh, and no, there weren't any skid marks or anything like that, but oh my God. Yep, pulled my pants and my boxers down. Yep. So I thought, well, that's too good not to tell it. So I asked her if she was there tomorrow, and she said no.
Oh my God. So you were flashing this poor lady, huh?
Well, I had on a jacket, but I don't know how much she saw, but I imagine when I was...
Skipper says to tell you that there was a full moon today.
Yeah, there really was. I saw that. And I just think about those security cameras,
Oh.
Jesus. I mean, that's an honest mistake. I mean, and I wear those slides anyway because I don't like to wear shoes. They hurt my feet. And it got caught on the back of that slide, and that's all she wrote.
Oh dear.
I know. And she thought it was funny. I thought she should give me money myself. Bye, Yazzie.
You didn't feel a cold draft?
No, I had a jacket on, and it must have covered me when I sat down, but it's the standing up part.
Skipper says the security cam footage will go viral.
Probably.
Not Nola Jane says crack kills Bob.
Said what?
Crack kills Bob.
Yeah, it definitely does. Yeah, let's see.
I remember my in-laws. My father-in-law was a plumber, and his name was Don. So I made a joke one time about waking up to the crack of dawn. Nobody thinks I'm funny. Okay, I gotta check my PayPal and make sure that Phoebe's payment came through.
My gosh, there's 80 comments out there. So you sit right there.
Hang on, I gotta log in.
No? Okay, sit over here. Sit over here. I gotta see some of the responses to them. Bob's Mobile Bicycle Park. Oh gosh, I'm missing all this. I know, right? I had just taken a shower, so.
It is not there. It is not there. So probably what you need to do is cancel that one, and I'll put my email that it's under down again. This is for Phoebe and Jeff Rose. Make sure you copy and paste, because if it's spelled wrong, it won't go through.
Look what Sharpie said to me. That's sweet. Good to see you too, Mr. Pretty Voice and Face.
So it's under that email there, but no, it's not in my PayPal, so it did not go through. So you might want to cancel. I think you can cancel it and try again. Catfish Terry has had a nasty thing happen. Oh no. After the stream, please go over to his channel and show some love by commenting on his explanation video. I will have to remember to do that. Skipper said you should have been in Lowe's in the plumbing section.
Mm-mm.
So is Jess coming back or no?
She's still out there smoking.
Ah.
I told you she does a half a pack on a break. Uh-oh. Private chat. Oh, she said I'm here. I know you're here, but you're still out there smoking.
There she is.
There she comes.
Welcome back.
Thank you. And I would like to say I did just get back. I was watching it on YouTube, and then I signed in time to hear Bob say that I was going to smoke a whole bunch on a break. Sometimes I do. Depends on the day. Oh. It's been a wild day. I still can't believe I didn't catch that.
Waking up at 3 o'clock in the morning is hearing your resident ghost wandering around in your bedroom.
Well, I mean, you can always stage them out.
And the best is having your ghost cat sit in your lap. Night, Skippers.
Ghost cats and ghost dogs are very comforting.
Yes.
To me.
About a month ago, I had just climbed into bed, and I sleep on my side, and Mario always jumps up and gets in the crook of my knee, and lays against that. And then the other cat, Moody, always gets right in my face and lays down by my chest. So I just laid down, and Mario came in and jumped up and got his spot, and the other cat came in, Moody came in and jumped up and got his spot. And then there was a third jump up on the bed. a heavy jump up on the bed that laid down by my feet. And I didn't even look. I just smiled because I knew what it was.
It was the demons that I summoned to send to you.
Well, he took Buddy's spot then.
No, I didn't say it was a terrible demon.
Kim, why don't you try to find a cat that's suitable for Mario?
A cat?
Yeah, for a companion for Mario.
Well, I got two cats. I got Mario and Moody.
That's a good start.
That's enough cats. I don't need another cat.
I love whiskey. It's so good.
Ginger's gonna have to play some of her cats. So sad.
Oh, that is sad. I didn't think about that, but yeah.
Yep.
That's right. She has a lot of kitties.
Ginger, I'm sorry I can't take some of your cats. I wish I could. I really do, but I've got 5 cats.
I had 17 in my house once, but only 3 were mine. 14 were foster cats, but I was 20 years younger then. And I could get down and scoop litter and do that stuff a lot better than I enjoy doing it now.
Yeah.
I haven't had,
Cats.
I don't think I've had 14 at a time, but I know I've had at least 11.
That's enough.
It is. It is, man. Like, that's why I kept the kittens that I did, because I couldn't. I'm burnt out from fostering for a while. I've done over 24 cats. Like, to sit down and count them out, I know it's at least 24, if not more. And like, I had 1 litter of babies. I lost the whole litter, which is awful. And but I was going through a rescue, and they were like, "Don't go do this," and I was like, "I should go do this," and I listened to them and didn't do stuff. But I mean, at the same time, I think they were maybe 4 days old when I got them.
Yeah.
And I didn't listen, and I lost that litter, and I lost them all. They barely had their little eyes open. And then one of the other fosters came across the same thing that I'm pretty sure that litter of kittens had, and she was like, "I can't believe how quick it took them," and I was like,
I'm sitting here trying to remember what it is kittens get.
they can get a lot of stuff, but with these kittens,
No, there's something that crossed over from dogs to cats about 40 years ago, and it's called something weird, but I can't remember.
yeah, if I hadn't been taking shots of whiskey, I would know exactly what it's caused. I know what took those kittens, and it's what took a litter from her that were older than mine were, and nobody wanted to listen to me, but that's why I stopped fostering for that organization. But I don't know why they didn't believe me when I told them they were sick. And now I know sometimes you just have to not listen to the organization and just do it yourself. So, and I've had litters I've gotten younger than them. Everybody turned out fine. So
That's the main reason we stopped having foster homes in the Ark 20 years ago. I saw right away as a nurse, like, you know, a lot of people wouldn't bring their pets to the adoption events. And when they would, they'd be passing worms and be covered with fleas. And you think, my God, what's their house like if that's what they think is okay to bring? So then
Right.
I tried to go do the softball approach, and, you know, they each had to sign a contract to foster, and it had a conditions to show, like they can't be passing worm, you know, got to be wormed, got to go. Then we finally said they have to be vetted, and they were just like, no, no way, nobody's going to adopt them. Well, they adopt them hand over fist now, and they all are, you know, vetted. But that's why we started keeping them in one place, so we could all keep the same standard, and all
Right.
the pets got the same level of care, which is high. And we try to keep it like a house. You know, it is a shelter, but you wouldn't know it to look at it. I mean,
Yeah, this litter that I got, the kittens that needed more care, I had them have the emergency vet, and I stupidly let them talk me out of it. And I still regret it to this day, but I learned a lesson from it. And it messes with you when you get little teeny babies. And you think you're doing the right thing. You're doing what the people that are more experienced than you say to do.
I know, Jess. I had one that a cat had one kitten, and this is all the last sad thing I'm going to say, but had one kitten, and it was just a failure to thrive. But the vet couldn't find anything wrong with it. I mean, I bottle fed it. We did everything. She would nurse it, but it didn't have anything. She didn't have anything. It
Right.
just failed to thrive, you know, and it never would grow. It
Yeah.
aged.
Fading.
But
Yes, and
it broke my heart because it was like a little old soul, you know. It could walk around and all. It looked like it was maybe 2 or 3 weeks old, but at 6 weeks old, it died. I found it dead one morning. It just killed me.
Yeah, Megan got a little kitten one time from the cat lady down the street from us, and that's what happened with it. We took it to the vet. She spent $300 on vet bills for that kitten, and it died. It just we had it for probably about 3 weeks, and one morning it just died.
this one's for the littles.
Now Mario, when I got him, he wasn't even weaned yet. His eyes were just barely open, and the mother had abandoned him. And he had a little rat tail, and he couldn't walk. He'd take like 2 steps and fall down. I could hold him in my hand, and I couldn't get him to eat. Couldn't get him to take any milk. I tried soaking a rag. I tried an eyedropper, and it was just I'd warm up the milk and no way.
Yeah.
I just made cinnamon rolls. And I took a little piece of the fresh cinnamon roll, a little piece of the sweet bread, and dipped it in the warm milk, and he ate it. So that's what he lived on for about 2 or 3 weeks.
Some fancy little fancy cat.
And my daughter came over. My daughter Courtney came over, and he'd just eaten, and his belly was all full. So she was like panicked and said he had worms, and insisted we take him to the vet for a wellness check. And so
I mean,
the vet told me that he should be getting like a special milk that I could buy for kittens, but
honestly,
I didn't do it. and he
No.
was fine. He didn't have worms. He was in good shape. And she said that he was just about this was like after 3 weeks, and she said he was just about at the point where he, if he was with his mother, he'd be weaned. So obviously he made it okay, because he's still here after 13 years, and he's an ornery little shit. So
I
there you
was just
go.
going to say, so you were his surrogate mother. Do you think that has anything to do with his disposition?
It might be.
Thank you,
It might be Bob.
yes,
I
Yes,
get
it is.
yes. Preach, Bob, preach. Because okay, so let me put a spin on that. All right, first of all, I want everyone out there to know that unless you're getting like a kitten from a lab or a puppy from a lab, and I mean a lab where like they do the bad animal testing on them, they're most likely going to be born with roundworms because roundworms basically, okay, let's say pregnant mama dog. You got a pregnant mom dog. She's got roundworms. She's been treated for roundworms, but guess what? Those roundworms do. They migrate into the breast tissue of the mother. She doesn't have roundworms. You can treat her for roundworms all you want every single day. Her puppies will have roundworms because the parents live in that mammary tissue. So as soon as those puppies feed from them, they're born with roundworms. That's just something that happens. And you got to go through a lot of shit to make sure they don't have roundworms at all because it lives in the mammary tissues. Like it's not something you can be like, well, I deworm the mother dog. It doesn't matter because the dewormers work on the stomach. The worms live in the mammary tissue. You can't get them out of there unless you invent another drug to do that. And so far they haven't. So anyway, so that's normal. That's completely normal. And I don't know where I was going with that, but I will tell you that I have raised a batch of kittens. I got them when they were so little. They still had their little umbilical cords attached, and the lady noticed this young little mama cat had kittens in this tree stump in her yard, and she was like, that cat is not doing a good job. It's only coming back like once a day, and I've been watching. And I was like, yeah, I'll take them. I will take them. And they all lived, all of them. And it's thanks to my husband, too. Because
Thomas,
once they got to a certain age, like, I needed him to feed them so I could go back to work. Because when I was dog training, at certain times of the year when you're dog training, you're going to have lulls. And this was at a lull time. And then when it started to pick up, like, he needed to help me with one of their feedings, and he did. So I will let him pass on a ferret because he has helped me with little baby kittens.
This poor old Daniel, the beagle, was barking and barking. He finally got over his cough, 2 weeks of antibiotics.
oh, good. Glad.
He still misses Winston, and that's what he was barking about. I think he was looking for Winston. He was just laying on the floor barking.
And there's my Yazzie.
Yep. Can you see Yazzie? There we go. Yazzie's sleeping. Oh.
Bob, did I send you a picture of Fast Eddie?
No.
Fast Eddie looks like a young Yahtzee. I'm gonna go over there and take some pictures.
I don't think so.
Yeah, he looks like it. My dad is just now starting to take him places.
Yeah.
Like to get him ready to go to work and stuff like that. It's really cute. Little girl, the female, you know, little girl. She's little. She's not meant for work. Little Sebastian, since they've had him and because of all the shit going on, I have had the opportunity to house sit him. And oh my god, he's so freaking cute. He's such a little attention chihuahua. He looks just like Yahtzee, only where Yahtzee's white, he's like the tan color.
Yeah.
And
But I have a feeling that if they got like a cute little chihuahua at the pound, it would be gone faster than I could ever get it. You know what I mean?
A lot of people turn them in for biting. They're biters. I mean, Yazzie would tear somebody up. He did me. But, you know, once you win a chihuahua over, I mean, once they're your buddy, you've got a buddy.
yeah, little girl, we got little girl. She was 8 or 9 months old. We got her from a friend of mine in nursing school, and she was like, she knew I was all into dogs and stuff like that. And she's like, yeah, I went to my parents' house in South Carolina. I went to visit them. I hadn't seen them in a long time. They've got this 8-month-old Chihuahua as an outside dog in South Carolina. And mind you, little girl, full grown, is the size of my foot. She is literally the size of my shoe. She probably weighs less than my actual foot, but she's about the
Yeah,
length of
what
it.
size do you wear, Jess?
9.5 to 10.
Oh my God.
It's a small dog. Yeah, I got big feet for a lady, but small for a dog.
I'm teasing.
Small for a dog. Yeah, that's all right. I've had big feet for like a long time, so
That's what I wear in the men's. It's 9.5.
I gotta have big feet so
I wear
I can
a
kick
size-
ass.
I wear a size 8, but it seems like younger people have bigger feet. It's like 8 used to be like the average size, and now it's on the small side because most women have bigger feet now.
Did they change?
My girls all have bigger feet than I do.
Did they change shoe size? I saw something about that. In fact, I think it was a documentary on YouTube about how the sizes changed.
Yeah, they did get a little bit.
Like
Like,
from the
Where
50s
I
and
used to wear like
60s.
7.5 to 8. Now I wear like 8 to 8.5.
Well, they said they did it to make people feel like they were staying smaller or something like that.
Yeah, that was.
I missed that though.
Like my girls all wear like 9s or 10s at least, so
Yeah, I missed that boat.
getting bigger.
I feel like I have big feet because I like to kick ass. And that's why I have big
I
feet.
thought there were Bigfoot tracks behind my house. Now I'm thinking it was just Jess walking barefoot.
Could be.
Might have been.
Could be.
But anyway, so they had this 8-month-old Chihuahua living outside. Never tried to train it.
Oh,
Never did anything with her. Well, because dogs house train themselves, especially little dogs. Which is actually the opposite is true, because if you really look at it, a dog's sense of smell is so sensitive. You can come in at dinner time and they know what you had for breakfast just by smelling your breath, whether or not you brush your teeth or not. So you go to the bathroom in your house all the time, all day, every day, and your little dog is just automatically supposed to know, oh, I'm supposed to be outside. No, you have to teach them. You have to reward them. Tell them, hey, it's much more valuable for you to go potty outside than it is to go potty inside. And even for my Pomeranian, who is about 9 years old, I have a puppy pad inside for him. If the sun is up, he will not use it. He will wake us up. But if it's dark, he doesn't want to wake us up. We'll use his puppy pad. And that's fine. He's got a bladder like this big. I get it. But anyway, so this 8-month-old Chihuahua had not house trained herself, miraculously enough. And my friend went down there and saw what was happening and said, I'm taking this dog. It's going to be my dog now. And then my friend got her home and realized that you can't just take him home and expect him to be house trained. You can't let them out of your sight, especially if there's already been problems with house training, because they've probably been disciplined. You can't shove your nose shove the dog's nose in pee. All that does is say, look at your pee here. I'm so unhappy about your pee. So why are they going to want to tell you when they have to go to the bathroom when you shove their nose in it?
There are still people that think crate training is putting a dog in their crate for punishment. There are really people that still think that, and that's punishment for going in the floor.
honestly, I understand that people have to use crate training, but hey, baby, this is because this is my little baby. I've had him since he was like 3 days old. You know. No, I don't like using crates. I understand people that do need to use them, and I can tell you how to use them effectively, but I don't do it. I've been fortunate enough to be able to train my dogs how to be in a house. Jamie didn't even know you could jump up on a counter until she saw Marley do it. And I saw her the first time Marley did it, and she was like,
There's Daniel barking again.
but I don't know. I'm a big proponent. Marley is a terrible dog. If you guys saw Marley, you'd be like, Jesse's probably the worst dog trainer ever. And as a matter of fact, I heard one of my neighbors talking shit about me the Tuesday before Thanksgiving. Apparently, they were in one of my dog training classes, and they were like, "Yeah, she would be so embarrassed." And I was like, "Yeah, I would be embarrassed, but at the same time, like, I got a lot of health shit going on." And Marley is terrible. And she's terrible because I won't use a shock collar on her. If I put a shock collar on her, she'd be fine.
So much.
We don't play that.
I mean,
I don't do that.
Dogs have personalities. People don't realize that.
She was locked in a crate so long that she didn't have hair on most of her stomach and the backs of her legs when we got her. I'm not doing that. And I'm not putting a shock collar on her. You know what? Yeah, she's a bad dog. But you know what? I got her from a neighbor. She was already an adult when I got her. She's living her best life. I bought a shock collar for her. I did one day when I was really mad at her. I still can't I still can't put it on her. You know, if she gets money, I just wet down a towel, like a little hand towel. Got more hand towels, and I just wet them down, warm them up. I wipe the mud off her paws. I'm not gonna put her through that bullshit. And that's what it would take for her, because ultimately her goal is to keep me safe. And
the thing is, you know, you can get like I say, I'm probably gonna get like a middle-aged dog or something, but
she was
how they're treated when they're a puppy makes a difference, and you can't really, you know, and then plus they have every dog has its own personality.
Yeah, she was at least, I think she was at least 6 when we got her, and
there was things about Buddy. When I got Buddy, he was 1.5 years old, and I rescued him from a guy that was an alcoholic.
Oh.
And I found out stuff, and I figured out some of Buddy's little quirks. Like, Buddy, I could take him to the store, and he knew that we were at a store, and he'd just lay down in the seat and wait for me to come out. But if I went to someone's house, he would have like a meltdown if I didn't let him out of the car.
Yeah, it's different.
And I found out that this guy would go like on 3 or 4 day drinking binges and leave Buddy in the car for 3 or 4 days. You know?
Yeah. Yep.
So
Marley.
He would panic. He would panic if I left him in the car at somebody's house. He would panic. And that explained that. And then the other thing that happened that was kind of strange was when I was working at the bear place, Billy, who was one of the bear owners, he loved Buddy, and Buddy loved him, and they'd play. And I always took Buddy with me. And Billy and him would play a lot. And then wintertime hit, and Billy got there, and Buddy was scared of him. I mean, he knew who it was, and he was wagging his tail. but Billy was trying to throw a frisbee for him, and he was hiding behind my legs, and I couldn't figure out what the heck that was about. Well, this guy that owned him, his son was really mean to animals, and his son always wore a stocking cap, and Billy had switched from a baseball cap to a stocking cap, and that's why Buddy was scared of him. So, you know, when you, especially smart dogs, they never forget how they're raised, you know, when they're little.
No, they don't. No, they don't. But anyway, little girl, the dog I got, I had her like a week and a half, and I sent my mom pictures of her. She's like, oh, little chihuahua. Blah, blah, blah. But her phone was like a flip phone, and the screen was like this big. She came over for Thanksgiving because I was hosting Thanksgiving. My mom came over early to help me get ready, which actually I do a really good job at Thanksgiving now. I was really happy to have her that year, but she was not that useful because little girl, as soon as my mom got there, and the little girl started barking. And we had guests before, and it was fine. And then little girl was like, no. Donna, it's me, your dog, little girl. It's me, little girl. And I told Dave, I was like, you gotta put her up. So Dave put her up for about 10 minutes. About 10 minutes. Maybe on Thanksgiving. And this was the very first time hosting Thanksgiving for my family, so it was a big deal for me. Like that my mom let me host Thanksgiving. It's not a lot of people, but the cooking aspect is a lot. I was like, Dave, can you go get my dog? Dave, go on, go get my dog. Go get my dog. And it was hilarious to me, like the amount of time that it took. It was not very long. Mom was like, you know, I'm sending her pictures, and she's like, oh yeah, it's cute chihuahua. Not for me, blah blah blah. We'll see. And sure enough, next thing you know, my dog this, my dog that. And then both my brothers got in on it, and they both wanted her. And I was like, nope. Mom already claimed her. She's just waiting on dad approval, which is my stepdad, who I consider my dad. And I told him, I was like, I can't give her to you guys without it. I'm like, they didn't get that mom gets a pass, and they don't. Mom got the dog, and I'm super glad because, like, right now, my grandma has broken her hip and is gone to live with my parents. Technically, she's my step grandma, but I don't consider her that. But like, she's our little leg warmer. I don't know. Like, sometimes you just gotta take a chance, man. I knew that dog was for her. As soon as I saw a little girl, I knew my mom was gonna want her. I was like, I'm getting this dog for my friend, and I told my friend, I was like, look, I'll either potty train her up and give her back, which she didn't want. She didn't want another dog to go with her dog. And I was like, that's fine. I said, I will either train her and find another home, or most likely what's going to happen is I'm going to train her up and I'm going to give her to my mom. She's going to want her as soon as she sees her. And she did. And she's doing good. Little pup. I miss little pup. I miss him a lot. And little Sebastian, that's their new dog's original name. You guys may know him as Fast Eddie, aka Eddie Haskell. Pam knows who Eddie Haskell is. Bob, do you know who Eddie Haskell is?
Oh, yeah.
The original sycophant.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah. He grew up in a house, and apparently the lady has like 2 Great Danes and got a little Chihuahua baby, and then had a human baby and got overwhelmed.
That would do it. That would do it.
Yeah, it definitely will. But like, if you've got Great Danes, like, I'm not big. You know what? Oh man, you know what I need if I got some Great Danes? A Chihuahua. Mm-hmm. I'm thinking she thought she couldn't have kids.
Well, guys, I think I've been on for about 2 hours, which is probably long enough.
Oh.
I need to, if we go any longer, I'm going to come down and feed my fish because I haven't fed them.
Bob, you look tired.
Oh, I am. I was to the pharmacy, the laundromat, and the grocery store. That's a big day for me.
Yeah, that's a pretty big day, man. I get that. I get that. Why do you have a laundromat? You have a house. Why do you have to go to the laundromat?
Because I don't wash the dogs' towels. I have a pee station for them that I service several times a day. But
I got you.
yeah, I don't want to wash those towels in my
Jeff
washing
Rose wants to know if the tank over your shoulder is rimless.
What?
Who does? What does?
Jeff Rose wants to know if the tank over your right shoulder is rimless.
This one? Wait a minute.
Another one. That one.
My right shoulder. It is because it's plexiglass. Let me show
All right,
Jeff.
well,
I'll show Jeff Rowe that as a parting shot.
Okay.
A little bit better than the shot Staples got.
yeah, see?
I keep the lids kind of loose on it just for good aeration in there, but everything's all messed up there now. But yeah, it's plexi.
Man, I miss you guys a whole lot. I'm sorry I'm not around as much as I used to be. Yeah, I miss y'all too. I don't know, with the whole COVID set and stuff like that and the stuff we got going on, I think, I don't know, I have a better relationship with my husband, I guess, but look at those fucking fish, dude. Look at those.
I know.
How pretty those are.
These are lined up, and look at the little parrot, little platinum parrot.
They did. They lined up for the show.
Yeah, I just moved the Pacus over here yesterday or the day before. So they're learning their place in the line, but I think it'll be the head of the line if that's what they want.
I hope those servers tell them they cannot. And look at that Geo back there just waiting to grow up.
Yeah, these guys are rotten. They know when I get up and come over, it's time to eat.
Time to eat. Yeah. Okay, well, I think it's time to go. I gotta fix myself something to eat. I haven't eaten yet today.
Oh man, Pam, will you Facebook message call me after this? Because I really still want to talk.
Okay, or stay on for a minute.
All right.
Okay.
I have to pee though.
Okay, everybody. Everybody have a good night, and I shall see you later and see you next week.
All right. Love you guys.
Bye-bye.
Bye, guys. Love y'all.